Do you think that we all need to, you know, go off and sow our oats before we settle down with the one?
Well, I think somebody's just shouting to me, Penny, so I'm going to shut up.
Keep going, my darling. Go on, you go. No, go on.
No, well, I think that yes, I do think that once, because you can. You know, when you get your first love.
What do you mean by sowing?
Well, it means just not sticking with the first person you fall in love with, doesn't it?
It means exploring. It means trying new things. It means working out what you like. So when you finally find it, you know you've got it, and you don't think the grass is greener. I'm in the sowing stage.
How's your knitting going?
I'm a sewing machine.
Yeah.
And are you finding any weeds?
I think it's part and parcel. Do you know what I mean? It is the nature of the beast being a sower. I think there's good guys and bad guys out there, and there's good guys and good girls and good bad girls. But I think what Miley Cyrus has done and what this argument's sort of saying is that it is right to sort of go out there and try different things and work out exactly what you want and exactly what you don't.
And not to end up with one person and years later you regret not having met anyone else.
Yeah.
But I do think sometimes people really can fall in love. We tend to say with young people, oh, it can't be love, it's got to be something else. But I think there are some people that do fall in love and want to be with that one person the whole of their life. But
well, it does happen, and there are really successful relationships. That I still kind of think, how do you ever know? I mean, Prince William and Kate Middleton, actually, remember they had a split.
Yeah.
And I mean, they actually spoke about it quite honestly, and I think it was him who said that he wanted them to sort of stay apart for a while. And she was quite angry about it, but they became friends and they kind of knew that that was the relationship for them.
So hot. Do you remember she went out clubbing? Look at that. She was like, yeah, I'm out. And it only took him a couple of weeks, didn't it, to get back, to
But that was obviously a healthy...
Wow, look at that.
A healthy time
That's
for
what you
them.
need to do is roller skate.
You know? To have that distance apart.
Were you an Oats lover?
Well, obviously, Rod and I have been together 15 years, and previous to that, I was with someone for 9 years. So I've kind of never had that dating scene. I never went on the girls' holidays. But there was a period that I'd almost forgotten about, from the age of 17 to 18, and I only discovered it when we were moving house and packing boxes, and I found this love box that I have.
Ooh.
It was like a boot box.
Did you not know where your love box was?
It was the size of a boot box, and I have scaled it down now to the size of a shoebox.
Yeah.
Because I have pulled
Did you show Rod your love box?
Well, actually, yes. I revealed the contents of my love box to Rod. Yes, one evening in front of the fire on a winter's evening.
How
Picture this, everybody. So I'm going through and I'm going, oh, look, Valentine's cards, little dried up roses that were still in there, and notes and photographs.
Lovers?
Yeah, past
He didn't
lovers.
mind?
Well, look, I wouldn't think Rod would mind after... I mean, I've sort of seen his history and read a few books, so, you know, he was quite happy to sift through some of my history. Anyway, it was a very short period of time, but it surprised to me. I was going through this diary, and it had everything from my first kiss to how it felt when he held me, the boy next door, all these kind of secrets. And I was reading it and blushing, and Rod kept going, and then what happened? And then what happened? So I had a short period, and then I had one long relationship before I met Rod.
Do you think because Rod sowed lots of oats,
yes,
that will kind of keep you together now because he sowed them?
Yes, he's had all of experiences in the past. He's older and he's had all the children he wants to have. So yeah, I think we're set for life now.
And you're being very quiet on the end there.
Yeah,
but you,
not.
yes, you were.
You see, people wouldn't think of you as an oat sower.
No, well, I'm not.
Are you a wild oat sower?
You were
a wild oat sower?
No, I'm not.
Oh, come on,
But I had from, say, basically 20 to 30 that I was not in a long-term relationship. So I went out with a number of different blokes, you know, and yeah, some of it was fun, some of it was kind of dull, I have to say. You know, your mum kept saying to you, you've got to kiss a lot of frogs before you meet the prince, and you think, all right, I'll go out with him again, but it's really very dull, so that wasn't very good. There was obviously added benefits.
Were you good at knowing when to just move on? Because that's always been
I've got very good at that. I don't know if you're good at that, Vicky, but I would, you know, 2 or 3 dates, and then you'd think, right, it's over. Yeah. I remember sitting at lunchtime in a bar with this bloke and thinking I was going for, and he stuck his tongue in my ear. I was just about to have my baked potato. And I thought, it's over. Yeah. I've got 100 things like that. But it's that when you talk about it, that's why I asked, is it sowing your oats?
Was there any one
Do you mean sexually sowing your oats, or do you mean just meeting people?
Yeah, go on.
They're all being polite. Yes.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's whether or not that first attraction, you can get kind of drawn into it, can't you? And actually, it's not the right one. But
What about old Mr. Buongiorno?
oh, well, I did. I have to say, get picked up by a very professional Italian once.
A professional Italian.
Professional.
He was very good at being Italian.
Yeah,
Was he actually Welsh? And he
In
just
a
pretended?
supermarket.
in a
I
supermarket.
thought you were going to say in a Ferrari, not in a supermarket.
Police department, yeah.
It wasn't a frozen peas, actually.
You're not calling yourself Derek, oh, Italian.
But he was just different from British guys in that he was very kind of determined about it. You know, it's not often you go into a supermarket, you know, and you're looking for your meal for one and your bread or whatever, and you come out with a hot Italian thing. You know, he kind of trailed me up and down the aisles. We had a wee chat over the frozen peas, and by the time we came out, we had a date. And, you
Had
know...
tiramisu for two.
He did. He picked me up. He did. And he was very good at everything that Italians are very good at.
Really? What?
Except what?
Pizza.
What was he not good at?
Well, but he was a prat. You know, you go along with it a while because he's very good at the things that Italians are good at, but I mean, ultimately, he was just a prat.
And that was the tongue in the ear for that relationship,
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
it?
right.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.
And then she sat there and said to me one day, yeah, but the difference between me and you is he wouldn't do that to me.
Oh, how horrible.
In other
I mean,
words,
that's
I mean, look at you, but he's not going to do it to me. So you know what I did? I slept with him again that night.
Did you
The
tell
worst
her?
thing is, the next day I went, he did.